Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. Dangerous wild dogs in Frederickstead as a woman survives a vicious attack. An inmate is stabbed on St. Thomas. And it's time for the Taste of St. Croix. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, a woman has been viciously attacked by a stray dog in Frederickstead. News Channel 8's Wes Small has that story.
Thank you very much, Jerome. We've had a vicious dog attack in the town of Frederickstead. I want to take you back. It was March 21st, Monday afternoon, where we have a female victim walking somewhere in the vicinity of the post office, and I was told the Anglican church. Details are still sketchy because the VIPD have not given me a definite location, and neither has the St. Croix Animal Shelter. Here is what we know. A female victim believes it was a pit bull with brown and black stripes. She was walking. A dog came out of the bushes and attacked her. It was a vicious attack, leaving a 6 by 6 inch gash on her right leg to the bone, meaning it was extremely dangerous. That bite, had it been on a child, would have probably killed that child. That coming from Police Chief Chris Howe. On her left leg also was puncture wounds from that animal as well. We do believe now she could have been released from Juan Louis Hospital. We don't know. Meanwhile, Police Chief Howe has set up a dangerous animal task force involving the Department of Agriculture, St. Croix Animal Shelter, Canine Police, bike patrols from Frederickstead and Christiansted. We do have 2 dogs that were confiscated in that roundup. Here's the most important factor, a very crucial term to remember. Neither the St. Croix Animal Shelter or the VIPD can confirm at this time if one of those female dogs that were stray that they have picked up yesterday or in a roundup earlier in the week is indeed the same dog that took a vicious bite out of that woman's leg. Meaning that there is definitely a group of stray dogs in the town of Frederickstead that are dangerous and vicious, could pose a definite threat to the population. At least 5 dogs. The reason why that female victim has not been able to identify which dog they have at the shelter is the perpetrator of that crime. Soon as she gets better, then they're going to try to get her to the animal shelter to ID her attacker. So for now, and I want this to be very important and to be plain, there are still groups of stray dogs in the town of Frederickstead especially that pose a dangerous threat to your safety. At the post office in Frederickstead, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks for that story, Wes, and for all of us here at Channel 8 News, the best regards for that woman and her recovery from that attack. And in other news tonight, a St. Thomas inmate who's serving time for first-degree murder is in Roy Schneider Hospital tonight. He was stabbed multiple times earlier this week on Tuesday. The sister of Jermaine Williams called Wes Small earlier today to say that her brother was assaulted. Meanwhile, Justice spokesperson Sarah Lozama confirms that a prisoner was stabbed earlier this week at the St. Thomas jail. And there's a seminar on diabetes at the Cardiac Center in the Juan Louis Hospital. News Channel 8's Wes Small is with the organizer, Dr. Cora Christian.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. We're at the Cardiac Center at Juan Louis Hospital, and this is a symposium, American Diabetes Alert Day. And here with famous Doc Cora Christian. Dr. Cora Christian, and don't get excited there. She's still okay, but she wants to demonstrate what's going on with your insides.
Well, you know, Wes, this is, any time somebody has an alert, it should make you just kind of prop up and pay attention. And that's what we're trying to do. Diabetes is in an epidemic proportion. That means it's just out of control. And what we're trying to do, this little prop is, first of all, for you to better understand the parts of the body and to give you the understanding that every single part of your body is affected by diabetes, because it is the energy that really propels how your body works. The sugar that goes through, there's a disruption of how that happens. So the nerves, which is here, and the liver and the heart and every part of the body. So we're just kind of demonstrating. And what we're doing with the Every Diabetic Counts program is that we're trying to make sure that everyone understands that they have a responsibility, that they can manage, that they can control, that they're in charge of the diabetes. This is not a death sentence. In fact, there should be no need for fear or panic, because we can take care of it. But when you don't, what happens is that you go blind. So I would say to your viewing audience, close your eyes for a second and just imagine that you spent the rest of your life like that. I mean, just imagine that. Or think, I'm going to have to hold on to West Side, don't fall. Or if I'm always walking with just one leg up. You know, that's a very uncomfortable situation. Or if I'm tied to him for the rest of my life because I'm tied to a kidney machine, the dialysis machine, those things are preventable. You know, so the point that we're trying to make in there, and we're happy that so many people have come out, is that you have control of this. You can do your part. And so for your viewing audience, we have classes that are going to start in April. We want you to call 712-2400, 712-2400. They're free. There's no cost. But every single person that has gone through it has been just really so pleased that they've learned so much about things that they can do to really stop the spread, to reduce this epidemic, to take control of diabetes.
So to find out more information, we urge you to contact the Virgin Island Medical Institute, and the number again
is 712-2400, 712-2400.
Thank you, Dr.
And your doctors will know that as well.
All right, Doc, hang on for a second, because we do need your prayers. Just like to give you an update on the News Channel 8 family, up close and personal, quickly. News Channel 8's Lee Carl from St. Thomas recently did have his toes amputated, I believe on his right foot there. And it's like Doc said, it's not a death sentence. He is in very good spirits, always has his sense of humor, and still poking fun at me like he always does. He's 4 blocks away from his daughter in a Long Island hospital.
And
so
I want to tell you something. You may not know this. One of our local doctors, Dr. Jamal Shillingford, helped in the surgery. This is one of our new rising stars.
Oh.
So even though he's in New York, he had an opportunity to have one of his local people work on his illness.
And everyone's asking about him, so there you're
Yeah.
up, you're dated on that. Boy, Lee, we know you're watching this on YouTube, and we sure hope you come back soon, partner, maybe early in the summer. Give this reporter a break. Now, more on my side of the family, we have had some bad news recently. I got a call from my son, Jamie, and unfortunately, my ex-wife and his mom is suffering from brain cancer. So it's kind of spread from her lungs to her brain. She is in a New Brunswick hospital in chemotherapy, radiation treatment. And again, Lisa, if you're watching on YouTube, I'll always love you. I know you carry my last name. I got nothing but love for you, sweetheart. And Jamie, he's in North Carolina trying to make his way to see his mom. Jamie, you keep your head up. I love you too, partner.
Keep your strength up too.
Thank you very much, Doc.
Okay.
Okay, at the Cardiac Center, Juan Louis, I know y'all, we have y'all prayers. Thank you very much. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Well, we want to thank Dr. Cora Christian for that demonstration, and all our best regards to Lee on his recovery. And when we come back from this break, we'll take a look at what Alex Simon's got for us at his Crucian Dance Company. Stay with us.